teaching, how we can incorporate that. And in the last issue, we'll be discussing on the ethical issues, as we know that in implementing the AI in education. So let me start with AI for the inclusive education. So the very first thing which I always tell that, there is the word which is being used as AI, and we call it as this is a very fancy word. Everybody says that I'm working in ML, I'm working in AI, and so forth. The words are very fancy, and the algorithms are also very fancy. Some says I'm working in neural networks, some will say I'm deep learning, some will say I'm supervised learning, some will say that I'm CNN, LXNet, and all those algorithms, models are there in the AI and machine learning. But what is AI learning? Basically, what is artificial intelligence? So I tell you, AI is nothing but it is trying to portray what you are behaving, जैसे आप behave करते हैं. Like for example, if let's say I'm in the office and my son calls me every day around 2 o'clock after coming from school. He does his dress change, homework, lunch, and all these things. And in the evening, 5 o'clock, he calls me and he says that, Mama, I want to go down and play in the park. My questions are very simple. My questions are obviously, have you done the dress change? Have you done the lunch? Tiffin आपने रख दिया, dog को घुमा लिया, homework कर लिया. A fixed set of questions. And then what I do after doing this, I just see outside what is the weather, whether it's a windy or it's highly heat, or then I won't allow. But if the weather is very pleasant, it is windy, the sun is also good, then I'll say, okay, you can go down and play. So this is what AI. Let's say one day I am not reachable. I'm not reachable. My phone is switched off, or let's say something has happened. Now there is a maid in my house, and obviously my son will ask the maid, "The Didi, can I go down and play?" Now what the Didi will do? She will exactly emulate my behavior. What the Mem Saab is doing. She is asking these 10 certain questions, and this is on the basis of these questions, she is taking this kind of decisions. Exactly is the AI is doing. It stores your every behavior row wise. And then when you are not there, it tries to emulate what you are doing. You're emulating your behavior, is all about AI. So basically, in education, also, AI has entered in a great way. Initially, I was being told to take the topic of role of AI in education, but later on, since I could not take my session on third and fourth because I was too busy in some, our university was doing the Silver Jubilee culmination program, so I requested to shift little bit, and then I come. My lecture was rescheduled on 7th, and that's how I landed on to that how AI is actually helping the persons who are physically challenged, differently able persons. So the main idea is that how this AI can help to be more inclusive towards those people who are little bit on the, physically they are challenged. Why this particular is important, we'll discuss. The AI in inclusive education application, we'll discuss. And then in the last, we'll discuss the advantages of AI in the inclusive education. So the basic idea is that what is inclusive education? So in inclusive education, we say that, minimize this, we say that the all the people in inclusive education means that we must welcome students who are physically, let's say they are being challenged by some or the other problem. Either they are deaf, or they are dumb, or they are having cerebral palsy, or they are having some limb is missing, or let's say they can't speak, or they are have some kind of one or the other problem they have. So these are the various physically disadvantaged group, we can say them. So that means what? Obviously, what we must do for the better academic performance, and of course for the better socio-emotional development is very important. Like if we won't take care of them and they will be leave at the corner of the society, then definitely it's not good. Then if the society is not balanced, then obviously there will be many crimes, there will be many uh, harmony will not be there. So that is why, in order to keep this society in a harmonious manner, in a pleasant manner, all those persons who are at physical disadvantage must be taken care of. Teamwork and collaboration is very important. Then the creativity and resourcefulness of those people are equally important. You must have seen that those people who are little bit, you must have seen those who are sometimes blind, they're very good at singing. I've seen so many. They're very good at singing. So if the God take away one thing, it blessed with two or more things equally. So, they also have the good brain and good sharp memories and all these things. So we must encash on those abilities which they have developed over a period of time. And then internationally also, we know that there are very many social policies made by UNICEF for these people who are being at social disadvantage group. So, first of all, I'll come to the in education case. So, in educationally, all the children learn more effectively. In economic case, of course, it is cost effective because you really have to include them in your education. In social case, it contributes to more inclusive societies. Why I call them inclusive societies? Because as a responsible citizen, it is my morally ethical responsibility that the society must be all inclusive. All kind of, there should not be racism towards any gender, towards any caste, towards any creed, or any religion, or any irrespective of this. And apart from this, yes, if they have some kind of physical disadvantage, our society should be an inclusive society if we want a perfect peace and harmony to be existed in this world. So that is the foremost requirement in our society. Now, in the right side, I have discussed that what do I mean by inclusive education. So these are the five things I must provide in order to provide them inclusive education. The one is system, that is the commitment and resources across education ministries and throughout the social media. We must provide them. Then the support for teachers and students working and learning must be an inclusive environment. And then there will be cultural change, respect for diversity, and participative learning. In partnership, the parents, teachers, organizations of the people with disability, they all partner. They should partner with equal responsibility, because taking care of those people who are disabled is equally responsibility of the teachers, the parents, the society. Every stakeholder is equally responsible. And then the monitoring, we need to track the progress on a regular basis. So inclusive education, I'll come back to this topic, that what it requires and what it promotes. These are the things which we'll discuss inclusive education. I'll come to the topic which is being given to me today. Basically, the first is the AI and inclusive education. As you can see, that there is a child and it is being assisted by a robot is representing the AI part, and the child is representing one who is physically at a disadvantage, some or the other kind of disadvantage. So in the recent years, we have seen the AI. In when we used to study, I still remember when I was doing my BCA and MCA in the year 1989 and then 92. We used to say that AI नहीं आएगा, AI can't come. ये हमारा standard language था. And reason हम देते थे because the AI के लिए जो semantic analysis है, that is not possible. Because जो language हम use करते हैं, that is the context sensitive language. For example, I tell you one. If someone says कि if my father comes in and then he asks where is mummy, तो मैं बोलूंगी कि सपोज करो वो छत पे कपड़े उतारने गई हैं, तो मैं बोलूंगी कि वो ऊपर गई हैं. और अगर वो किसी के लिए बोलेंगे कि वो बहुत छोटी उम्र में ऊपर चले गए, दोनों ऊपर का इज अ डिफरेंट मीनिंग. So this is the problem with our natural languages, that our natural languages are totally context sensitive. I tell you five words, एक सिंपल अच्छा शब्द है, और मैं इसको पांच तरीके से बोलूंगी, और इन पांचों तरीके से इस अच्छा शब्द का अलग अलग मीनिंग होगा. जैसे कि अच्छा, 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 अब आप ये देखिए, मैंने 5 बार अच्छा बोला, और इन पांचों में आप आराम से जज कर पाए कि कौन सा सरकाज्म है, which one is with the anger, which one is just an appreciation, which one is just an approval. Getting my point? So that is the problem in the AI, that the tone, the tenor, the pronunciation, the punctuations make all the difference. Where to stop, how we are speaking makes all the difference. It makes the difference. That is why we say that AI is little difficult. But with the large language models coming in, with the machine learning models which are being, and for that, basically, we wanted a high speed computing. So, जैसे ही the high speed computing comes into our life, you know, earlier we used to work kbps, मतलब we used to call it as one flops. Flops is floating point ऑपरेशंस पर सेकेंड. ये एक कंप्यूटर की स्पीड को, प्रोसेसिंग स्पीड को नापने के लिए एक यूनिट है. सो वी यूज टू कॉल इट एज 1 फ्लॉप्स, 2K फ्लॉप्स, 3K फ्लॉप्स. बट नाउ इट इज गोइंग ऑन, आई मीन द केबी एमबी जो आप बात कर रहे थे, इट हैज गॉन बियॉन्ड दैट. नाउ वी टॉक अबाउट पेटाबाइट and then terabyte and petabyte and whatnot. I mean, the things are beyond our control. So with this processing, with this advanced hardware, with the training models, now we have been able to, and chat gpt you all must have seen by now, and I'm pretty sure that some or the other speaker must have covered the concept of chat gpt, because जनरेटिव एआई का जहां नाम आएगा वहां पे, या लार्ज लैंग्वेज मॉडल का इफ अगर जिक्र होगा, तो चैट जीपीटी इज बाउंड टू हैपन. सो दैट इज वाई चैट जीपीटी आप सब लोगों ने अब तक देख लिया होगा. और क्या ना, इफ समवन टेल्स मी अगर नहीं हुआ है तो हम एक थोड़ा सा लाइव डेमो कर लेंगे आज के सेशन में चैट जीपीटी के लिए. सो इफ समवन कैन अनम्यूट एंड टेल मी अगर चैट जीपीटी कवर हुआ है नहीं हुआ है.
Ma'am, good afternoon.
यस यस.
Ma'am, it was covered, but not into that much depth. So if you can
Okay.
put some more
So,
light on it.
okay, no issues. So quickly, I will first discuss how AI is helping in no issues. It is 2:23 right now. So I'll little bit squeeze my lecture. So I'll do in certain way that by 3:10, I'll finish all the roles of AI in for the physically disabled people. And I'll give all those demos. And from 3:10 to 3:30, I'll shift to Chat GPT and I'll give you live demos there, what all features are available in Chat GPT. And then since being in education sector, and then हमको बताना है, तो सबसे पहले हमें खुद सब्सक्राइब करना होगा. So I have subscribed the advanced version of Chat GPT with me. So I'll be showing you that how this Chat GPT can be used for various tasks. नो इश्यूज. चलिए नेक्स्ट चलते हैं. सो अब हमारा, नाउ वी आर कमिंग टू दी हाउ दिस एआई टूल्स आर हेल्पिंग अस. सो ऑब्वियसली ऑटोमेटेड एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव टास्क. आप लोगों में से कितने लोगों ने गूगल स्कॉलर यूज कर लिया होगा अब तक? हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू हैव यूज्ड गूगल मीट, गूगल क्लासरूम, गूगल स्कॉलर? आप लोगों
Yes,
में
ma'am.
से ऐसे
Yes.
कितने हैं?
Yes.
तो गूगल मीट में आपने देख लिया होगा दैट हाउ द थिंग्स आर सो इजी. लाइक अर्लियर जब सेमेस्टर एंड होता था एंड हमारी क्लासेस होती थी, आई मीन लैब का मुझे अभी भी ध्यान है कि अगर मैंने पूरे लैब सेशंस में, पूरे 6 मंथ के सेशन में, 5 मंथ्स के सेशन में, लेट्स से आई हैव डन 25 प्रैक्टिकल्स, और मेरी क्लास में लेट्स से 80 स्टूडेंट्स हैं, तो यहाँ पे ना ऐसे बल्क लग जाता था मेरी लैब के अंदर. एंड आई लिटरली हैव टू पिक अप एवरी फाइल, just see if every file, every practical is being submitted on time. मेरा उस दिन का साइन है कि नहीं है, मैं चेक करती थी. एंड देन उसके बाद ऑटोमेटिकली हम उसके मार्किंग करते थे. नाउ द थिंग्स आर वेल बियॉन्ड विद द गूगल क्लासरूम. व्हाट आई आस्क देम, आई क्रिएट अ प्रैक्टिकल, I create a Google Classroom for all the lab sessions. I tell them to scan the whatever practical they have done and upload it. I always keep a deadline. So by keeping that deadline, I automatically come to know about it कि किस बच्चे ने टाइम पे काम किया and किस बच्चे का लेट सबमिशन है. I need not to check it thoroughly from the lab file every time. Number one. Number two, I can mark it, and at the end of the semester, all the Google Classroom grades are automatically added, total calculated, and my job is done. All must have seen this. Not only this Google Classroom, there is another LMS Moodle is there. I have used that LMS Moodle also for the same purpose. And every university is nowadays buying some or the other LMS system, because the UGC and NAC and this accreditation system also demands that you must have one or the other LMS system. Personalized learning, we know that we are uploading the notes, we are uploading the quizzes, we are uploading the videos, the content, and then students are using it at their own comfort. Sometimes we give them assignment and tell them to do it at their own, so then they can at their home, in the evening, in the night time, at their own comfort, they can listen that particular session, and then they can prepare the assignment, and then they can upload it. So that means the all the lesson plans are being little bit personalized. One can do at their own pace, with on their own speed, with on their own comfort, and that kind of personalized learning we are providing. Next is real time feedback and assessment. As I said that the कोहूट वगैरह आप लोगों में से किसी ने यूज किया है? कोहूट या मेंटीमीटर टाइप चीजें?
हाँ. Yes, yes. Yes,
हाँ,
ma'am.
इसमें क्या होगा, जैसे अभी सेशन चल रहा है, अचानक से मैं कोहूट पे जाऊंगी, आई विल फायर अ क्वेश्चन, एंड यू ऑल हैव टू आंसर विद इन दैट 2 or 3 minutes. तो तुरंत मेरे पास एनालाइज होके आ जाएगा दैट हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू हैव एक्चुअली लिसनिंग, और कितने लोगों ने खाली लॉग इन करके छोड़ दिया है. Now, how the AI is contributing in inclusive learning? Of course, individual learning. Affordability is a big issue. Ideally, have to take one lecture and then all can attend it. Affordability. Techniques, accessibility. Accessibility, like for example, my son is in class 11th and he wanted to do economics classes from Parag Gupta sir. He is sitting in Indore. Let's say he is working in Magnet Brain Institution and he is sitting there. Now, my son obviously can't go there and attend those classes or those workshops. Now, what he has done, he has online joined that. So now the accessibility, he need not to go physically and online. He's learning those classes. He's doing those practice sessions, and all, sky's the limit. So these are the advantages. So I'll come back to these topics. Like for example, now we come to what are the various AI applications in inclusive education. So here we learn that there is adaptive learning, then micro learning, then gamification, analytics and reporting, and then social learning. These are the various strategies which are actually instrumental in making it an inclusive education. For example, we can say that if I come to know from the reporting and analytics that these many students are able to answer this quiz, then instantly I can redesign it if I'm facing that in particular this chapter they are making mistake. बिकॉज चैप्टर वाइज भी रिपोर्ट आती है कि अगर यूनिट 1 से इतना बच्चों का करेक्ट हो रहा है, यूनिट 2 से इतनी मिस्टेक्स हो रही हैं, बड़ा अच्छा पाई चार्ट बन के आ जाता है बेसिस ऑन द मार्क्स. तो आई कैन अकॉर्डिंगली डिसाइड अपॉन कि वो मुझे दोबारा वो टॉपिक रिपीट करना है या व्हाट ऑल आई हैव टू डन. देन ऑफ कोर्स देयर इज सोशल लर्निंग कॉन्सेप्ट in the inclusive education. The very first is speech recognition and text to speech technologies. Now, AI powered speech recognition and TTS, इसको बोलते हैं text to speeches, TTS technologies. They assess the students with diverse abilities. जैसे कि dyslexia है किसी को, speech impairment है किसी को, कैसे काम करता है, एक मैंने थोड़ा सा लाइव डेमो भी स्टोर किया हुआ है. सो टीटीएस में क्या होता है, टेक्स्ट टू स्पीच के अंदर वी एनालाइज द टेस्ट, वी ब्रेक डाउन इनटू दी सिनोनिम्स, फोन्स बना देते हैं हम लोग, एंड देन एआई अल्गोरिथमेटिकली उसको डिजिटाइज करता है, एंड देन उस फोनम्स को उन पर्टिकुलर जो वर्ड्स होते हैं उनको वो प्रोनाउंस करता है. सो वील सी हाउ इट वर्क्स. आई हैव मेड अ वीडियो अबाउट दिस ऑल्सो. Adaptive assessment and feedback system, then emotional recognition and social interaction. So AI powered emotional recognition tool, जैसे आपको मैं एक एग्जांपल देती हूँ कि लेट्स से आई हैव अ चाइल्ड एंड वो व्हील चेयर बाउंड है. तो अगर एवरी टाइम इफ ही हैज टू टेक हेल्प फ्रॉम समवन to go, और लेट्स से उसको कहीं टॉयलेट जाना है या लेट्स से उसको कहीं बाहर जाना है, अगर उसे हर बार किसी को कॉल करना पड़ता है अपने छोटे छोटे कामों के लिए, तो वो इतना, ही इज नॉट दैट मोटिवेटेड, ही हिमसेल्फ फील little low, he feel ashamed that I am so dependent on my family members, I am so dependent on the society, I am so dependent on my, he thinks कि मैं एक बोझ हूं, यू कैन कंसिडर इट लाइक दिस वे, दैट मैं इस तरह का पर्सन हूं। लेकिन अगर आपने उसको टेक्नोलॉजी से एम्पावर कर दिया, फॉर एग्जाम्पल यू प्रोवाइडेड हिम अ चेयर which is a wheel bound chair, but it works on your sensors, it works on your how you are moving the hand like this or this, and then accordingly the chair is going up and down and accordingly doing. Now what he will do, he will be using that technology very freely. But not only this, the technology is not helping him. Technically, it's okay that he is using that technology, and now he is little independent. But think the same in a, from the perspective of how mentally he is strong. That barrier which was creating in his mind that, मैं बोझ हूं, suppose करो, तो now by using those things which are available to him, all the technical advanced things, now he is more happier person, he is more contented person, he is not considering himself as a load to the society, and he will be a more happy person. So that kind of emotional support which is being provided with this AI driven technologies is remarkable. It is indeed remarkable, right? So we'll discuss this, and we'll also discuss that how this AI-driven adaptive assessment tools, they evaluate the students' knowledge and skills and provide them real-time feedback, and adapting the difficulty level based on individual performance. These assessments जो है ये आपकी students की abilities के हिसाब से बनती है, ठीक है? Then comes the augmented reality. ऑगमेंटेड रियलिटी का तो आज का ये सिला है that even if I have not gone to the Eiffel Tower, I can feel that Eiffel Tower with the help of augmented reality. I just have to put the glasses on, that आप लोगों ने देखा होगा एक AR के लिए, enhanced AR, and then exactly you can feel that you are just climbing the stairs, you are touching the Eiffel Tower, and you can have that feel of it. So this augmented reality is it is coming in a big way. ऑगमेंटेड रियलिटी से बहुत कुछ चेंज होने वाला है। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, मुझे बैंगलोर शिफ्ट होना है, मुझे वहां पे एक घर चाहिए, मैंने मैजिक ब्रिक्स के ऊपर एक घर पसंद किया। पहले क्या होता था, खाली उस घर की फोटोज आती थी और मुझे अपने आप को प्रिज्यूम करना पड़ता था कि वो घर कैसा होगा, कितने रूम है, ड्राइंग रूम है, बेडरूम है, किस तरह का सीन है, क्या है। अभी ऑगमेंटेड रियलिटी से सब कुछ बहुत इजी हो गया है। नाउ that house can be shown to me with the help of AR, and I can actually presume myself. I can dream myself that I'm there and I'm actually in the house, and I can correlate where is the drawing room, where is the bedroom, where is the all the facilities are there. So this augmented reality is also coming in a big way, not only for the purpose of people of this social this thing injustice, I must say, that physically disadvantaged group, but for everyone. Then I also have the early interventions and support we can provide them. For example, we can put the sensors, and आप लोगों ने देखा होगा कुछ लोगों को अटैक होता है, जिसे हम हिंदी में नेचुरल लैंग्वेज में, हम लोग के यहाँ डेली लैंग्वेज में बोला जाता है मिर्गी का। तो उसमें हम क्या कर सकते हैं कि अभी तो हमें पता ही नहीं चलता, हम
Excuse me, madam.
yes, yes, please.
Please speak in English.
Okay. I was told
Please
that
try to avoid
you
this.
mix
Yes, I
language,
don't know.
so I was going with
Okay.
it. Perfectly fine. I'll just stick to the English only. So if we have seen that, so the sensors can be applied, the watchdogs can be applied. Nowadays, even if I'm sitting in my office, I can put a sensor on, and my mother is alone at home. Earlier, I used to be worried that how my mother's health is at the residence. But now there is no more tension at all. I can deploy all those sensors. Like, for example, for checking her diabetes, I can put that is giving me the information 24 hours in my mobile, and I can put a threshold value that if this particular the value of insulin level is beyond this, give me an alarm. I can put not only the alarm diabetes, I can put everything on test like BP, the sugar, the ECGs, and all kind of material are there. We call them as a wearable sensor devices. If time permits, definitely we'll discuss, because basically I am a computer scientist by profession, and I am a computer science professor by this thing. So we are working in the field of, my research area is purely and purely the IoT area. We are deploying the sensors and in the various fields and making various projects. So I have certain slides and videos with me. So if the time permits, definitely I'll share those, that how we are deploying those sensors. Because nowadays generation, whosoever the young generation, they really have to plan that how those sensors can be planted smartly, and how the information can be retrieved from those sensors, and how we can use them for our advantage. I tell you a very simple and very interesting example, that one of our my student, he has put an Arduino sensor, Arduino kit was there. He just attached a gyroscope. Gyroscope is a sensor which gives me the, apart from the length and breadth, I mean the L and B, the base and the height, it also gives me width, W. So it gives me three sensors: the length, the height, and then the width. LWH we call it, as three parameters it supplies. So he attached a gyroscope with the Arduino kit, and then that particular sensor was deployed, attached to the our principal's chair. So if my principal is sitting in his office, definitely the chair will be something like this. And the moment chair will be something like this, automatically the Z parameter will be changed. X and Y will remain same, the Z will change in the gyroscope. And then he wrote a simple 3-line code, that if the Z parameter is showing some value, that means the sir is in the chair. And if the Z parameter, because if he's not sitting there, the chair will come back. And they will come to know that principal sir is on the round. I'm just giving you an interesting example to tell you that this is how our next generation is using those sensors in each and every field, and developing very smart applications which you can't even imagine of. There are so many sensors, there are so many applications which are being deployed in everything. So I was discussing about early intervention and support. So in this, I was telling you that those people who are at the physical disadvantage group, like attack of syllable, and then that these sensors can be deployed for the flag. Early flag can be generated to update you that yes, there is some need of interventions. So this kind of thing support we can deploy for the AI on all these things. Now I'll come one by one. So the one first thing is, let's say the Be My Eyes. Be My Eyes is the one which is being used for the visually impaired persons. So this is a groundbreaking app, and that connects the visually impaired individuals with the sighted volunteers and company representatives through the live video calls. So this app leveraged both human assistance and the AI technology to empower the user to perform the daily task. For example, if I'm going and if I'm crossing a road, and then I will be connect to this particular app, Be My Eyes, and this app will help me in navigating. They will tell me that right side there is a bench, left side there is a, let's say, some plants are planted, or let's say this is a road, and everything. They will guide me. There can be a navigating app. Then WhatsApp Meta AI. WhatsApp Meta AI is a chatbot, and I'm pretty sure that you all must have been used this. Automated responses are there. It provides the real-time assistance. It also provides a voice to text and text to voice. We all press the WhatsApp Meta. We press the voice to text AI. And then instead of, if we are giving some instruction in the group, instead of typing everything, we just start saying something in the mobile. And then you must have seen that whatever you are typing, it is being shown there. And then, you can just say post. So the matter is being sent to that group. We all have experienced this WhatsApp Meta AI feature. Then the real time translation is also available. For example, I am in India and I have my some business partner who is in Spain and I want to talk to him in the Spanish language. Then online real time translation is available with him in the WhatsApp Meta. I can post in English and that is instantly converted into equivalent Spanish language and delivered to him. And then whatever he will deliver in Spanish, it will instantly converted into English and been delivered to me. So these are the real-time translations are also available. And then we have interactive educational content, track learners, and we provide the real-time support is also being there. So now we come the Google Live Transcribe. What is Google Live Transcribe? It's a language which is it's a spoken language. So whatever you type, it is being, you can read it. So those people who are, let's say, blind, and then they can't read what is written. So then for them, we can tell the Google Live Transcribe to play it. You must have seen in KBC the few days back one this contestant was there. He was blind. So when he asked Amitabh Bachchan that how you read all these things, then he told that I keep these features with me. So whatever is there, I just put it there, and then the book is being scanned, and then that particular text is being spoken by that machine, and then this is how my physics, chemistry, everything is being. I read those books and everything. So this kind of feature is available in Google Live Transcribe. I'll just share you one video. I have made this video for this. So it is actually Google Transcribe is available in 80 languages. So just see this way. It works like this. There is a read to transcribe, and the moment you do the play.
Hi everyone. Today we're going to be learning about cells. Cells are the basic building blocks of all living things. Every living thing is made up of cells. And then from here you can press and hold on the screen and highlight and copy the notes that were dictated.
Can you see? This is how the Google Transcribe works. Exactly the text which they want to say, that is being transcribed and that is being played. So if I'm attending a session of some, say, let's say some my teacher, I can always put it into the Google Transcribe, and then automatically the text which she is telling is being automatically typed. So I need not to be writing everything. I may missed up some important information. So this is how it works for those people. Next is Envision glasses. Now, what is this Envision glasses? This Envision glasses is perfectly used for the blind people. So in this Envision glasses, this is a particular specs which we are using. What all the features it has? It has a titanium frame. This one is a very strong titanium frame. Then it has a speaker. It also has a camera. It has a touchpad, and then it has a USB-C port connectivity. Right. So what happened? Here is the touchpad. So the moment I press on touchpad, it is being switched on, and then with the help of wireless, it is being connected to the mobile hotspot, because internet connectivity is required in this. If you want an enhanced edition, if you want a limited edition, then no internet is required. So in this, how it works, let me show you in the next slide. So you can see this in diagram. The person, he's sitting and he's wearing this Envision glasses, and here the book is written in front of him. Here you can see this book is being scanned, and then it starts speaking. Like here you can see that a lady, she's wearing this particular Envision glass. She has gone to a shopping center. She took the product from the shelf, and then she said that, okay, what is this? And then this camera, which is we call it as, this envision classes will tell you that this is how it is being stored. Now, it is not, envision classes is not a one application which is being available. We also call it as virtual eyes, because obviously it's a virtual eyes for the blinds. There are very many other applications which are available. For example, Be My Eyes, I explained you, Seeing AI, IRA, Dolphin Easy Reader, Envision AI, I just explained how it works. Google Braille Back. Google Braille Back is again excellent this. It will convert your text. There is a kind of pins are available. So whatever you will put that particular thing in the, automatically those pins will be activated, which should be there to explain you in the braille. I hope you all must be knowing what is braille. If someone can tell me. If someone can tell me what is braille.
Braille is a language by which